In this guide, I'm going to cover making a player for an MP4 video. So I'm going to start by scrolling down on the eZs3 homepage and click on Manage Players under MP4/FLV video. We really do recommend MP4 video over any other type of video, as this is most widely accepted on different devices. I'm going to click on my tester bucket where I've uploaded my video, and I can see that it's already pre-selected to show only MP4 videos, and I'm going to click on my video name. And I can see I have a few different options here. I can download the file or right click to get a download link, such as copy link address, which I can use to create direct download links for my customers. Delete the file or change the access, but I've uploaded it with eZs3, so the access is automatically set to what I want it to be. So I can just go ahead and click over here on Create Player. So the first option I get is a load of different HTML5 skins, and underneath I have the standard players, but we really would recommend HTML5 as this allows it to play on various devices including the iPhone. So I'm going to select this rather nice looking blue one in the middle here, and to select all I need to do is click, and then I go through to create a video player. So the first thing to do is to give it a title. This is only going to show up in my account, so it's just something so I remember it. So I could put in a date and a name, anything that will help me find, and any description that will help me find it. I can also add a play description which will only show up in playlists, but I'm not going to create a playlist just yet. I'm going to go down the left hand column and come back to the right hand one. So the next thing I'm going to look at now is player settings. I can set the width and the height. This can be anything I like to show my page. I can select whether or not it's responsive, i.e. it'll resize for different devices. I'm not going to select this just now, but you can choose that. You need to also include the responsive code on your website if you do. I can choose whether the controls always show, i.e. below, hidden, they disappear once the video is playing, and if the person doesn't hover over the video, or no controls at all. Where the player is going to show up on the page, whether it's going to be at the left, centre or right of the page, and any stretching. So if I use a player width and height that are smaller or larger than my actual video size, I can enable stretching so that the video will stretch out to fit that player, whether that's smaller or larger. I can choose to loop the video, i.e. at the end it will just restart from the beginning, and the player icon is the big play button that shows in the middle of the screen, so I can choose whether that shows or not, and I would like to keep that. Down here we have player security, Encode URL. This will lock down your player to a particular website, so if you enter a full web URL here with the HTTP, the colon and the dash dash, so you need to use the full web address, this will lock down the player to only work on your website. So if a video pirate comes along, manages to see your background code of your web page and steals your embed code, they can go ahead and embed that on their website, but it won't work. So they won't be able to show your content on their website. Back up again on the right hand column, we have viral branding or watermark. This is going to show in one of the corners, top, bottom, left or right of your video, and you can choose any file you like. Small transparent one in the top right, and this can also be a clickable link. So again, if I put in a full URL here, if someone clicks on that image, they will go through to the website. The start image, this is going to show before your video starts to play, so this can be any kind of splash you like really. You can even select existing screens if you've already uploaded some. And then the different colours of your player. So the font colour is the writing across the play bar. The play bar background colour and highlight colour, this is basically when people select the different volume settings, etc. And the screen colour, that's going to be the big background of your player. This screen colour won't show if you have a splash image enabled. And you can also enable Google Analytics tracking. This is really helpful tracking, and we have several guides that cover this. If you just do a search in the top bar, this shows on all the pages here, search for Google or Analytics, because this will bring up the help guides. So I'm going to click on Create Player. And the best thing is now I can preview my player straight away, so I can see if I like what I've made. So this is the play icon here, the big play button in the middle. This is the highlight colour here, it's turquoise in this image. The font colour is white, and the background colour is the default one, this nice blue, navy blue. I click on play and I can preview it. So that's a short video of Tom talking to one of the dragons. This is the viral branding that we enabled. This is the transparent icon that I selected, and I didn't enable a clickable link for that, so it's not going to open up another website, but you can do that if you want. And then right here at the bottom, underneath my player, is my embed code. So I just grab this and paste it straight into my web editor, my web page, my CMS, whatever it is, whether I'm using WordPress. Embed that in as raw code, and then the video will show my web page. If I don't like my player, I can select edit and go back and make any changes. Create to create a different player for the same video. Say if you're embedding the same video on different websites and you want to use slightly different looking players. View the stats, delete the player, or manage players to go back and see other ones. And it really is that simple.